Hmm. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Deep bows to all of you that are here with me live. It is time for our weekly practice with the Tao of Women. My name is Maria Chaudhry, and I am so honored to get to share this practice with you. And this week, just like every week, the wisdom of this practice is so relevant. So let's just gather ourselves here with our breath. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel your body as you breathe. As you arrive here, you are preparing yourself to receive the wisdom of this practice, to attune your body, to embody this. So if you have the book, read along with me. If not, just let the words wash over you and let them permeate into your spirit and body. Passage 53. Staying on the path when the way is lost. If the way is lost, remain quiet until you find it. There is something inside of you that knows which direction to go. If the road is wide, walk side by side. And when the road narrows, walk alone. The bridges you cross were built by someone who knows the way. When many are wealthy while others go hungry, and resources are spent on bombs instead of babies, the path becomes lost and the way forgotten. Stay still and remember, in the stillness, you will find your way. Let's read this again. And as we read this again, we're about to embody it in this practice, but also I want you to feel where we are. We are on the threshold. This is the final week of the year of the snake. And we're at the threshold into the year of the horse. And the horse is very action oriented. And the horse is really reminding us that sweet spot between the sensitivity of the snake and the groundedness of the snake and the sensitivity of the horse, really reminding us that there is an impulse to go and do and just run. And we're in the beginning of spring, and there's all this yang energy rising and things are moving quickly, right? And there's still yet, just like this passage is saying, the wisdom of it's not how fast you go, it's the quality that you are as you go. So it's not how fast you go, it's how you go. And when the way is lost, you don't want to just go quickly all out into it. You want to find your center and move with grace and wisdom, with the wisdom mind. Let's read it again. Staying on the path when the way is lost. If the way is lost, remain quiet until you find it. There is something inside of you that knows which direction to go. If the road is wide, walk side by side. When the road narrows, walk alone. The bridges you cross were built by someone who knows the way. When many are wealthy while others go hungry and resources are spent on bombs instead of babies, the path becomes lost and the way forgotten. Stay still and remember, in stillness, you will find your way. So let's embody this practice. And I originally thought, oh, we're going to do a walking meditation. Walk side by side or walk alone. And no, I read this and it says, when the way is lost, be quiet. When the way is lost, come into stillness. So that's what we're going to do, my love. So bringing your hands and feet together with a humble bow. Emptying your cup, letting go of anything that is preventing you from having a beginner's mind. And when you're ready, soften your knees, unfurl your spine, roll your shoulders back as you rise to the occasion and you step across the threshold. And your feet are shoulder width apart. Find your stance. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the points of your toes, the points of the ball of your foot, the inner point and the outer point, and your heel. Soften your knees, soften your tailbone, as if there is a tall stool and you're just about to sit on that tall stool. Feel your breath fill your belly, your lower dantian. As you sit on that tall stool, this qua starts to open. Your spine lengthens. Your shoulders roll back. There's space between your armpits. Your top of your head, not this front part, not this part, but your crown, from your ears to your crown, that lifts. And then it's as if you're being suspended like a string of pearls. You're simultaneously rooted and lifted. And now just gently rest your palms onto this. Like, it feels to me like I can feel this energy where the earth energy rises up, and I'm just setting my hands here. Elbows are slightly out, and my palms, my Lao Gong is open. I'm not tight, and yet I am open and engaged. My entire body is engaged. And once it gets to this point, I just settle. I sink into this posture. This is Wuji. In the Wuji posture, we're coming into a state of stillness, and we're simply allowing the structure to hold us. We're not guiding or directing energy anywhere. This is a posture of integration, a posture of completion. Often we do this at the end of a practice. And this is a posture to settle and prepare yourself for the practice. We often return to Wuji. So when the way is lost, become quiet and look within. Wuji supports that. In our Tao of Women session today, we're going to go through a series of standing postures to stand in stillness. Because, my loves, the way is lost. We're living in a country, no matter where we are in this world, our governments are spending more money on bombs than they are on babies. And the way is lost in many different examples. And that's why we are here. We are here to do something different. We are here to stand in solidarity together. We are here to stand for, to stand up, to stand with. We are not here to resist. We're here to persist. And so in this stillness practice, in this standing practice, we're going to explore some different postures for us to come into our own personal wisdom, our own personal integrity, so we can listen inside and we can move when it is the right time with grace, grounded, true, loving. So just for a moment, let's come into silence here and soften your glutes. Sit on that stool. Let your breath be natural. And let it naturally anchor down into your belly, down into your lower dantian. Now, I've had many different teachers, and this is wonderful. And also it creates this challenge, which I'm beyond this challenge, but you may have this challenge and can relate to it. One teacher tells you how to stand, and then the other teacher tells you how to do it differently. And then you wonder which one is the right one. So the first teacher that taught me to stand this way was my Tai Chi teacher, Dennis Nelms. And he had me shift my weight toward my heels. Also, Lee Holden, another teacher I have, he does it this way. Shifts his weight towards his heels. Now feel what that does to your body. It puts you in a state where you can really feel your structure. Like you can feel your bones, your spine. I can feel every bone in my body. I can feel it now. So it's putting me in a very structural place. And when we stand in these postures, these are called postures of power. They're often also described as antenna. So we're attuning to the frequency, in this case, of integrity and song and relaxation. And we're becoming like a beacon or an antenna attuned to this frequency. And you start to vibrate and radiate that frequency through your bones. Standing practice is one of the first things that a new Tai Chi practitioner will start to do. And it's also one of the most advanced practices that masters love. Now I have other teachers, they'll say shift your weight toward the balls of your feet. Try that. Your heels are on the floor, your toes are on the floor. It's just that your weight is more toward the balls of your feet. Stay sitting on that tall stool. Lift your crown, sink into your quad. Shift your weight toward the balls of your feet. I personally like this stance better. Now, why do I like this stance better? I feel that I can relax, but I'm also more alert. Like I could respond if I needed to. I could lift my leg. I could kick if I needed to. And when I used to practice pushing hands, I used to love pushing hands. When I'm in this posture, I can play the game of pushing hands. But when I'm on my heels, I don't have anywhere else to go. The only other place after my heels is to fall. So I prefer onto my toes, on the balls of my feet. I'd love to hear from you, those of you that do these standing practices, which one feels more natural and why do you choose to do it without making the other posture wrong? Because when I have multiple teachers, you have to create a space within you that allows for more than one thing to be right. Coming into stillness, feeling the posture, finding your wisdom and your power within of your path in your life. Where are you being called to slow down and not just recklessly jump forward? We'll shift our mudra now. Our hands are at the level of the diaphragm. Our feet are the same. Palms stretched open. Really important that your hands are at the level of your diaphragm, not above your diaphragm, but right at the level or maybe just below. Your hands are facing toward the earth, not your body. Your weight is wherever you're going to choose to do it. Mine is at the balls of my feet, sitting on that tall stool. When we come into these postures, there's constant little adjustments. Softening your shoulders, keeping your hands active, relaxing your low back as you sink. Breath, relax. When the way is lost, be quiet. Go inward. Be still. This mudra here, what it does is it sends the energy down to your lower dantian. When we're first starting Tai Chi or Qigong, we stand in these postures to develop strength and structure. But then when we come into deeper practices like Neigong or internal alchemy, we still care about strength and structure, but now it's an energetic practice and we're no longer in Wu Ji. Now we are actively, intentionally sending energy down from our chest down into our lower dantian so that we can cultivate qi. What makes a practice, a Neigong practice, what makes it an internal art? Even if it's Tai Chi or Qigong or yoga, what makes it an internal art? It's not because you're moving slow. It's not because you're standing still. It's not because you're relaxing. It's because you're cultivating qi and you're cultivating yi, wisdom mind. Yi Dao, Qi Dao, where the mind arrives, qi arrives. So we're cultivating a state of consciousness, a state of intention, a meditative quality of the mind. And that is Yi Dao, the mind, where the mind arrives, where the attention arrives, the Qi arrives. So let your mind arrive into your lower dantian. Now from here, our palms open to your, at the level of your heart, level of your chest. Elbows are dropped, hands are open. And just feel how the energy shifts when you move your hands. This is called embracing the tree. Now the energy of the torso can start to mix and circulate. When I first started Tai Chi, I started Chen style Tai Chi martial arts, and they are the most martial of the Tai Chi world. And my teacher would have me stand like this, much lower, like in a deeper squat that's how we started class. And he used to have me imagine that I was wrapping around a heavy 50-gallon barrel and hold that 50-gallon barrel. And I did that for over a year, every day for like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, holding that barrel. And I got so frustrated and so angry. I was like, what? WTF? Why am I doing this? Why am I holding this heavy barrel? What's in the barrel? And I'm only doing it because some teacher told me to do it. So I was really frustrated and I set that barrel down and I stopped standing for a little while because I was just too angry with holding the heavy barrel. And then one day I came back to this posture. And instead of me holding the heavy barrel, I just took my arms and I just set it here, like the earth held it, like I set it on a shelf. And that stool just popped up, boom, and I energetically was held by the earth. The earth held the barrel and held me. And I just relaxed into the posture. And lo and behold, I could stand much longer without frustration. So, what can you set down right now that will help you find the way while you hold the stillness and the posture? While you're in this posture, stay there. I'm proud of you. It's hard work. Qigong means skillful work, hard work. And I'm going to read you the passage one more time. Stay there. Staying on the path when the way is lost. If the way is lost, remain quiet until you find it. There is something inside of you that knows which direction to go. If the road is wide, walk side by side. When the road narrows, walk alone. The bridges you cross were built by someone who knows the way. When many are wealthy while others go hungry and resources are spent on bombs instead of babies, the path becomes lost and the way forgotten. Stay still and remember, in the stillness, you will find your way. In the stillness, you will find your way, and the earth can hold you, and you can attune your body to the frequency of peace and be a pillar of safety, of compassion, of love. And you can remember through these practices to find your way. As we start to come to completion, because these sessions are intended to be short, just simply lift your hands and close down as we pull down the heavens. Let this energy of your torso start to move through your body, down through your dantian, down through your legs, down into the earth as you sink. As you rise and inhale, this energy rises up through your body and then washes back through. What makes something an internal art is that we cultivate chi, we cultivate a quality of mind, and we can circulate this energy through our body. letting this wash all the way through, all the way down through your legs into the earth as you sink, closing down, knowing that these standing postures are called postures of power for a reason. They generate a lot of power. And so when the way is clear, you will know which way to go. Shift your weight, hands come up as you inhale, feet come together, reach and stretch. Reach and stretch. Turn your palms down and now let gravity do the work as you come to completion. Your shen is up, your mind is bright, your heart is open and relaxed, your body is grounded and present. Your hands make the Taiji mudra at your lower dantian as you settle here. As you breathe and you gather and store this energy that you just generated. Let it land here. Let your mind rest at your lower dantian. All that energy you just generated from your stillness practice. That's a higher refined energy than just simply moving around. And we bow. Right hand makes a fist. Rise every day like the brilliant sun, yang rising, radiant, brilliant, bright. Left hand covers it like the moon, yin, cyclical, always changing, always whole, even in your darkest hour. And we bow. We bow to each other even when we lose our way, when the way is lost. We bow to our teacher's teachers, and the teacher within. Bringing this back into our heart to receive, and yet we do not store it here. We store it into our belly, and we step back across the threshold, and we rub it in and shake it out. We smile and have a great day. And as you know, I'm going to invite you to get a copy of this book. If you don't have it, you want it. The link is in the description. I'll see you next week, and it will be the dun 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 year of the horse. And we will have a horse celebration. We'll see how the next passage fits with that threshold. What an exciting, auspicious time to gather. I cannot wait to be with you next week. So I will see you then. And please, please, please share with me in the comments about your standing practice, your relationship to the standing practice, where you put your weight and why, and what you received. Okay, loves. Bye-bye.